It's the Mr. Ugly Show starring Mr. Ugly and the Human.
We reached a major milestone for the Mr. Ugly Show. 100 subscribers! Yeah! Alright, well, for something we started to pass the time during pandemic isolation, I think we're doing pretty damn good. And thanks to you, good people, for watching our silly videos and helping our little channel grow. Yeah, so we put together a supersized 100 subscribers episode for you guys, featuring a figure that we're especially happy to own, plus some aftermarket upgrades for it. Yeah, we've been working on this one for like a whole year. We even found and watched a whole show that never aired on US television and everything. We hope you like it.
That's right, kids. It's Haslab Victory Star Saber. And yeah, we know some of you are like, Victory what? Star who? And what the hell is a Haslab? Is that where they engineer lowcats? Haslab is Hasbro's crowdfunded special project division. But as to Victory Star Saber himself, well, if you grew up in the United States, you may not have any idea what we're about to get into. Also, you're not seeing double. Where possible, we're giving you a before and after split-screen view of the stock figure and the after upgrades version. Alright, here's some background information. The animated series Fight Super Robot Lifeform Transformers Victory aired in Japan from March through December of 1989 for a total of 38 episodes. It was never aired in the United States, as far as we know, though the series was released on home video in the US in 2012 from Shout Factory. There is a UK dub that can be found on archive.org. That's how we saw it. Just be aware that, as often happens with anime, the dub changes the names of some of the characters. There are also a few instances where they simply forgot to loop in the English dub and the original Japanese soundtrack can be heard. Fun stuff. Also, the English language voice acting can be varying degrees of cringe. Anyway, Transformers Victory continues the story from the previous Japan-only series, Super God Master Force. It is now the year 2025, and the universe has been divided into zones, where a confederation of Transformers and various alien races patrol and protect these zones from Decepticon threats. Zone 1 contains Earth, which has once again become a target for Decepticon forces, now led by the super evil Death Saurus. Yeah, we know, but that's what they named him. And no, he does not transform into some kind of dinosaur. Zone 1's commander is Star Saber, a new main character for this series. Star Saber is a Brain Master, which is to say that there's a little dude called the Brain of Courage that goes into his chest and forms his head. It's a variation of the Headmaster's gimmick from the previous series and toy lines. Zone 2's commander is Optimus Prime, or more precisely, God Genrai, the main hero from the previous series Super God Master Force. We'll get back to him in a bit. Right, so Star Saber has adopted a boy named Jan, who was orphaned in a Decepticon attack. And we're just gonna leave that tidbit right there, are we? An alien life form from another planet adopts a human orphan, and everyone's just okay with that. Yes, oddly enough, no one comments on it at all. Not a single one of the Transformers, not any of Jan's friends, not any adult human character, no one. In fact, Star Saber has the leader of the Transformers rescue team, Hori, essentially watch Jan like a nanny. Not ready then. Look, why don't we take a look at the two members of the rescue patrol team that are included in this set. These are Hori and Fire, two of the four members of the Autobot rescue patrol team from the series. Hori is the leader of the team and transforms into a 1980s Japanese-style police car. His name is kind of an onomatopoeia of his siren noise. Hori. And Fire he's a fire truck. There are two other members of the rescue team not represented here, Boater and Peepo. Boater is a police boat, and Peepo is an ambulance. Once again, his name is onomatopoetic for a Japanese ambulance siren. Peepo. Interesting side note here, Hori has a girlfriend back on their home planet of Micron. Her name is Clipper, and aside from Optimus and Elita 1 in the original G1 cartoon, this might be the first depiction of a romantic relationship between Transformers. Alright, so these guys basically show up at various battle scenes, either to rescue people during a firefight with Decepticons, or to help clean up and treat the injured after the Decepticons have fled with their stolen energy. Alright, back to the big guy. I said big guy. What the hell is this dinky dude? This is the Brain of Courage. There are 4 Brain Masters in the series: Courage, Strength, Skill, and Intelligence. The Brain of Courage is essentially the actual Star Saber, his base original mode before he combines with anything else. He spends almost no time in this mode in the show, and instead lives combined with his larger body most of the time. So this is also Star Saber, right? Right, this is also Star Saber. This figure comes with a blaster and a red shoulder pauldron thingy that can become the hilt of his sword. In the show, most of the characters' weapons just sort of materialize in their hands whenever they need them. The other Brain Masters have swords and blasters too, though their swords also shoot lasers, so they're also guns. Anyway, both the blaster and the sword are kind of oversized for this roughly deluxe class figure. There are aftermarket upgrade kits available that provide a more to-scale sword hilt for this guy, but honestly, the toy's pretty show accurate the way it is, and it doesn't really bother me. Plus, the show is pretty inconsistent at best when it comes to scale. For example, sometimes Jan is super tiny compared to the Transformers. Other times, he's almost the same height as Hulry. They've got this section here engineered with a rotating cylinder for the Brainmaster to fit inside, so Saber can still turn his head. That's pretty spiffy. The original toy from 1989 had a gimmick where inserting the Brainmaster into the chest would cause the robot face to pop up in the helmet, just like the transformation sequence in the anime.
Transform!
Wow, that's a cool looking jet. I dig it. I see the Brainmaster Dinky Dude pilots the jet. Yep, again, kind of like the Headmaster's gimmick where the little head guy drives or pilots the alt mode of the body. The toy hacks labels really make a difference in this mode as well. Alright, so that's 3 modes for Star Saber so far. What's next? Well, next he combines with the V-Star platform. This is the V-Star platform. It's a semi-autonomous drone weapons platform that Star Saber can combine with or ride on. You can plug the V-Star into this neat little stand included with the figure set. The stand has a version of the anime show logo on it. Alright, let's take a look at the jet mode combination.
Transform!
So yeah, the jet basically plugs into the front of the V-Star platform. Now he's a space jet capable of interplanetary flight. That looks pretty damn cool, and the Toy Hacks labels really add a lot of detail here. From here, Star Saber can transform into the super robot form that most people would recognize as Star Saber. Yep, there he is in all his super robot glory. This guy means business. I like everything about his look, though I'm not sure it's strictly in keeping with the established Transformers aesthetic up to this point. Looks more like a Gundam or other giant robots, but I really dig the proportions. It's also really cool that the transformation is similar to that from the animated series. But how does this compare to the original toy from 1989? Well, as you can see, Hasbro did a pretty good job of making an updated version of the original toy. There are some concessions made to physics and limitations of real-world engineering. For example, the sword blade in the show comes out of the V-Star platform, but you can't do that with the figures, so the sword blade stores in either leg. Again, the Toy Hacks labels really do spice them up quite a bit. Hey, what's going on with the before and after hands? So this is the first of the aftermarket upgrade kits that we purchased for this set. Check out how Hasbro engineered Star Saber's hands. There's this neat little gimmick where a peg hole for the weapon holding pops out from the palm as you close the fingers. I really like that. But for a figure in this size class, and at this price point, I really wanted fully articulated hands. Is this another eBay success story? You know it is. I found a seller of custom upgrade kits who was asking a very reasonable price for fully articulated hands. I really like the non-permanent design with these. The new hands are basically held in the original hands, just like accessories. You kind of fold away the hands and voila. I think it works pretty well. The joints are a little loose in the fingers, 3D printed hands and all, but it seems pretty durable. Only time will tell.
That sword blade's a lot larger too. Also an aftermarket upgrade?
Yes, this sword is part of the DNA Designs upgrade kit for this figure. The larger blade not only matches the animation model more closely, but also scales a lot better with the full-size robot. The DNA kit also comes with a replacement faceplate, which I think is more show accurate. The rest of the DNA kit is for Victory Leo and the combined Victory Star Saber mode.
Wait. Victory who now?
Victory Leo. Remember when you said we're going to get back to Optimus Prime? Or God Ginrai? Heh, well, buckle up, kiddies. So, God Ginrai was the main hero of the Super God Master Force anime series that directly preceded Transformers Victory. He spends most of this show feeling guilty for not having as much Decepticon activity in his sector of space as Star Saber has in his. Deathsaurus proves to be quite a powerful foe when he comes out to fight, and God Ginrai tries to help out Star Saber in Sector 1 by taking on Deathsaurus, but he gets his ass kicked pretty hard. He's basically left dying on Autobot Physician Perceptor's operating table. The only way to save him is to reformat his body, an operation that could kill God Ginrai or end up sublimating his mind completely to the new body, effectively killing. The operation is a success, and God Ginrai is reborn as Victory Leo. A super strong robot who transforms into a space lion.
Space Lion?
No, not that kind of space lion. This kind of space lion.
Nah, potato, they seem pretty similar to me. Does this also mean that you technically have another Optimus Prime for your overcrowded Prime shelf?
Huh, I suppose it does. Anyway, this is Victory Leo. He is a black and yellow burly bot with stubby wings and 2 large cannons on the backs of his shoulders. He's also got Vulcan cannons on his hips, and he kind of looks like he's wearing his lion mode head as some sort of taxidermic helmet.
It kind of looks like he hunted, killed, and skinned his lion mode to make boots, a fur vest, and a hat. Definite Kraven the Hunter vibes off this guy. I really like this toy though, and I find myself unexpectedly fond of his little red toes. I really like that gigantic V-Lock cannon. Yes, a second aftermarket upgrade kit from eBay gives Victory Leo a shield and a sword. Now in the anime, he basically kicks all the Decepticon ass with just his bare fists and feet. And here he is in action, kicking the USDA recommended daily allotment of Decepticon ass.
The rest of the aforementioned DNA upgrade kit adds longer wings and longer cannons to Victory Leo, as well as giving him some gap fillers for the inside of his thighs. Aside from the gap fillers, these other upgrades are really meant for his other modes. Speaking of which...
Transform!
Here is his lion mode. Stubby, weird tail and all.
You know, I've got nothing to say about this, except that Voltron may want to call his lawyers.
Oh, stop it. I don't think they're that similar. Plus, the statute of limitations would be super expired. Anyway, the head can twist a bit, but doing so will likely compress the bits of his mane on the sides of his head. His mouth opens and closes, and he's got painted teeth and tongue.
Why does a robot space lion need teeth and a tongue?
Why do you?
All right, touché.
The upgrade kit from DNA Designs doesn't do too much for the lion mode. However, that sword and shield from the other kit now become accessories that give the lion mode a less screen accurate but more aesthetically pleasing tail. And Victory Leo is a triple changer, and his final alt mode is really where the DNA Designs kit shines.
Transform!
So this is like a flight mode. It doesn't really look like anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like a spaceship, or maybe a flying weapons platform. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but this is what he looks like when he's flying around getting to the battlefield in a big ol' hurry in the show. The DNA Designs upgrade kit's larger wingspan and longer cannons really sell this mode, in my opinion. I guess now is as good a time as any to mention the blast effects. These are green recolors of the blast effects that came with War for Cybertron Jetfire. They're each formed of 3 interconnecting effects that can be separated and attached variously to the guns. They fit in the stock Leo cannons as well as the upgraded ones. They also fit on Starsaber's blaster, Victory Leo's VLAC cannon, and you can stick them in the engines to make, engine exhaust. Okay, so Starsaber gets beat the up and hospitalized. He's sending Victory Leo out to counter Decepticon attacks, but they just can't keep up. Perceptor installs the combination controller in Starsaber's head, and now they can combine to become Victory Starsaber. Wow, that really is a big jet. Hardly looks like it can fly at all. The DNA Designs upgrades to Victory Leo help make this mode seem even more large and powerful. It's pretty cool. To be fair, they mostly fly around in space like this, but yeah, that's one honkin' jet. Alright, take us home, dude. Show me that super robot.
Transform!
And here we have their final form. I give you Victory Starsaber. Wait. So Leo rips apart and becomes a backpack and booties for Starsaber? What the hell, man? Yeah, that's actually how it happens in the show. And as embarrassing and disrespectful as that might seem to Victory Leo, he actually considers it something of an honor to combine his strength with Starsaber. In fact, it's this final form that allows him to finally kill Deathsaurus and destroy the ultimate weapon. Well, actually what happens is Jan creates an improvised bomb that disables the ultimate weapon, but not before Victory Leo kills Deathsaurus' second in command, Leo Kaiser, by beating him up and throwing him into the ultimate weapon's cannon. And then separately, Starsaber battles Deathsaurus inside the control room for the ultimate weapon and mortally wounds him. Then they combine into the Victory Starsaber jet and fly around blowing a bunch of shit up until the whole thing just explodes. Well, that is quite the finale to that series. Yeah, it was. My favorite part is when Starsaber taunts Deathsaurus by telling it was a little boy that disabled his super weapon. Deathsaurus gets so pissed he loses it and can't really fight anymore, and so Starsaber is able to kill him. It's actually kind of cool how Victory Leo really kicks the ever-living shit out of Leo Kaiser before tossing him the super weapon's main gun. I really like that part too. Well, I must say that this is a very impressive set of figures. My hat is off to the team at Haslab for not only bringing this iconic, if relatively unknown in the US, character to market in such a thoroughly awesome toy. I really dig the upgrade kits you chose for this guy, and the Toy Hacks labels? Mwah! Chef's kiss. The bigger wings, longer cannons, supersized sword, and the articulated hands all really sell the supreme power of Victory Starsaber. And now he can flip off Deathsaurus. Yeah, I really think they hit a home run. Wait, what? Nothing. I was just saying that the fully articulated hands are also an improvement. I feel like we should mention that the Toy Hack sets for Victory Starsaber actually come in 3 parts, sold separately. They divided them up so that you can choose which portion of the whole figure set you want to upgrade. There's a set for Starsaber, there's a set for the V-Star platform, and there's a set for the combined mode that also includes labels for Hori and Fire. Folks, if you didn't back this Haslab project, then you're going to have to try your luck finding this set on the secondary market.
and your mileage may vary.
Well, folks, that's our 100 subscribers show. Thank you for watching all of our videos, especially this one. If you liked what you saw today, please hit that like button. If you really liked it and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. You might get notified when we put out new stuff. Otherwise, you just gotta search and find it like every other schmo. You know, when we got the shipping notice for Victory Star Saber last November, we were really both excited. But, I may have been a little more excited than a human. Is it here yet? Dude. Is it here yet? Dude! Is it here yet? Dude! It's here!
I got it. I got it.
How the hell are you carrying that?
Sheer force of will.
Let's get this box open. Drop it. Drop it.